Hi everyone, or myself, because most likely it will only be me that sees these. This is my third video. I haven't recorded in a couple of days, and part of that is just because it's been Thanksgiving, um, so, holiday season. But then a part of it is just a lack of keeping myself accountable, like I said I was going to do. Is it sad that, I kind of like how I look in this video because I somewhat look a little slimmer, but I know I look slimmer because I've been eating less and not necessarily because I'm on this diet or whatever, not in a healthy way, but just because I forget to eat. But I'm not forgetting to eat now. I'm eating leftover Thanksgiving food. So I'm just gonna eat while I talk, because if I don't eat now, I'll forget. So I hope that food sounds don't annoy whoever's watching this. I'm not doing well. You could probably tell. Get down, Coco. It's 2:30 and I've been up since 6 a.m. just laying in bed. Can't get up. Thankfully, it's a Sunday, so I don't have much to do. But had my dog not thrown up because he needed to be taken care of, I would have still laid in bed. And I hate saying that, but it's the truth. I've said that I've dealt with suicidal thoughts before to you guys, and I still do. But it's not I can't really explain it. I have these thoughts that I can't control sometimes. It just happens. And they not only invade my mind, but it's like a weighted, uncomfortable blanket. It's not comfortable, it's just suffocating. And the thoughts of how I could and how I would say goodbye and all that stuff. But then I think of how much that would absolutely destroy my mom. And I can't do it. But it makes me sad that I wouldn't do it because of my mom, rather than because life is good and beautiful, you know? Because, God forbid, I do lose my mom during a depressive state. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. You know, I have reached out for help more times than I can count, and no one hears me sometimes. I'm not talking about my friends. sometimes they're really on it, and sometimes, like, for their own sake, I just don't say anything because I don't want to always be the negative person. I don't want to always be like that girl, you know, the one that someone always has to check in on. But I don't know if I've said this in videos before, but like, I keep finding myself in situations that sound similar to what Robin Williams talked about, which so many things that he said back then I resonated with. I'm just being reminded, really. And now it's like, oftentimes people don't think I'm, depressed, or they think I'm fine because I make them laugh. And, I'm a jokester. Whatever. But the reality is like, I do that so I don't have to think about my own crap. And it's better to see someone else happy and laughing than to sit with my own sadness. And the thing is like, I don't feel like I have a ton of things to be extremely sad about. I mean, yeah, I told you my grandpa died, and maybe that's triggering other things that I haven't processed yet. But, and maybe it's just because the holiday season's coming up. I don't know. No, it can't be that. I've been dealing with this since August. I don't want to keep making excuses for myself rather than just like acknowledge that I'm not okay. And I wish I was, because my dog deserves a better owner who doesn't neglect him to the point where he throws up because he hasn't eaten it yet today. That's why he threw up. I completely forgot he existed, and he threw up, and that's how I was like, okay, I gotta get my crap together and take care of him. I hate that about myself. I hate it. And now that happens every day, it may not even happen every week, but it happens more often than I want to happen. But also, if I didn't have Coco, my God, I would be way more lonely. So it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place. He deserves a better owner, but like, if I didn't have him, who knows? Because in a circumstance like today, even though it sucked and like made me realize how much I neglect him, if he didn't do that, I might still be in bed. So he's the one that got me out of bed today. Yeah. I think another thing is I don't think of the future as a bright place anymore like I did when I was young. I mean, I'm young. I'm 29, for crying out loud, but I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I'm almost 30, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, like, I'm not where I thought I would be. Sure, all of that, but more so, I don't think of the future as beautiful or bright and possibilities being endless. And I just think of it as valley after valley after valley and survival mode after survival mode. That's how I feel about it. And I don't know how I became this person, because if I was always the person that was like, look at the bright side, look at the bright side, everything's better than they appear. And I'll still, what's crazy is, even if I don't fully believe it right now, I still say it and preach it, because, I want to believe it, and I want others to believe it, even if I don't. The reality is I don't. And I try, though. I try. God knows I do. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't even know what else to say. But I made this, I had this thought the other day of trying to end the videos with, like, things that I am grateful for, because gratitude really does change things. It does, scientifically and biblically. I'm really grateful for Coco. He's sitting right here. I really do love him. And he's my best friend. Even though he annoys the living hell out of me. He really is a sweet puppy. And I love him. I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for coffee. As I was making it today, I had the smell of coffee, and I immediately smiled. I was just like, it was like a hug to my being. Like, everything's gonna be okay. I have coffee. And it's mixed with collagen, so that way it helps my joints and my skin. Is it the best coffee in the world? No, but I'm just grateful I have some. It makes me feel better. I'm grateful for my mom. I love my mom a lot. And she's going through a lot right now, too, because she just lost her dad, and 2 years before that, she lost her mom. And so those deaths are bringing up the grief of losing her sister when she was only like 40, So she's going through a lot right now, and she's still, like, going. She's still going, and I'm really proud of her for that. I need to learn how to sit up. I'm just like, okay. Yeah, I think mac and cheese. I'm really grateful for mac and cheese. I made it myself. I made it for 18 people, And there's 6 sticks of butter in here. Should you eat this daily? Absolutely not. But is it food for your soul? Absolutely. Um. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. So good. Why I'm having all of this with coffee? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Well, I am about to leave to go hang out with a friend of mine. God knows I don't want to go. Oh, I don't want to go. I just want to stay home. I don't want to go. I do not want to do it. And there's this little part of me that's hoping that she cancels last minute, but knowing her, she won't cancel because she's visiting from out the country. But it's not like it's her. Like, it's not because she's bad or annoying or anything like that. She's not like that. It's my own crap. It's like my need to isolate. I want to just stay home and like do nothing all day. And what's crazy is I knew that about myself. So yesterday, during in between my break for work, I texted her and I was like, "Hey, let's hang out tomorrow at this time." And I said it. I'm the one that said it, and I set the time because I knew that if I don't go out and make this commitment, she's visiting from out. Preface: she's visiting from out the country. She's only here for a few more days, and I wasn't able to hang out last week because of my grandfather's funeral. So, I made a commitment that I'd reach out to her before she left. And not only did I want to follow through with my commitment, I want to follow through with my commitment to myself that I'm not going to spend my days isolating and numbing and, in the dark place, that I have to force myself out. So I'm forcing myself to go to this thing. It's in 20 minutes that I have to go pick her up. Am I ready? Absolutely not. I'm still in my pajamas, boo-boo. But she knows I run late, so we're working on that. Baby steps. But you know what? Here's another thing that I'm going to say. I mentioned before that Jonah Hill has this Netflix documentary called Stutz. Please watch it. I'm going to rewatch it again and take notes. But one thing that they talk about as for tools of therapy is like when you're in a depressive episode, add pearls to your string by the little things that you said you were going to do and you did it. And that way you can look back on your day and be like, hey, I got out of bed this morning. I did. I got out of bed, and though the means was not ideal with my dog throwing up, I can look back at the end of my day and be like, you know what? Yesterday you didn't get out of bed, but today you did. That's a pearl on my string. Today, I'm adding another pearl by saying that I said I was going to meet with this friend of mine at this time, and we're going to do this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it no matter how I feel. And though I don't want to and I'm tired, I'm going to do it because she deserves to have a friend in me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be a bad friend anymore, and I don't want to use my mental health as excuses for bad behavior. My friends, those that have stuck around, have been more than understandable with where I'm at. But I want to be there for them now, And I get that there's grace for certain days, but I'm tired of being a crappy friend. So This is me adding a pearl to the string. I don't know what happened there. This is me adding a pearl to the string and saying, I got out of bed today. I'm eating. That's another pearl. I'm eating something. And I only had a few bites. I'm getting kind of full, but I'm eating. And I had my coffee. That's another pearl. And I'm going to go visit a friend. And another commitment I'm going to make to you guys is I'm going to freaking do my homework because I haven't done that in a little bit. And I need to do that. And if I could just get those 4 pearls today, that's going to be good for me. That's going to be a good day today, you know? It's only 4 pearls, but they mean a lot to me. So, here we go. Thanks for listening. Bye.